Wilcor International has a new neighbor in the Schuyler Business Park, New England Wood Pellet, which opened its facility just last month.
Another innovative company here in the Mohawk Valley is New England Pellet Company. Now they've sort of turned the pages of history back because years ago we burned wood to keep ourselves warm. They're doing the same thing now, but they're doing it in the way of pellets. And if you look in my hand here, this has some 40% moisture in it. This has under 3%. This is the product that comes out of here, and it can be used to heat your home very efficiently. I've always thought of pellet stoves as the kind you see in a living room for decorative purposes. You can have a furnace, you can be using these and help the environment at the same time. This may sound very high-tech, but it's good old-fashioned self-reliance, and it's with a closed-loop economy. The product comes from here, it is processed here, and it goes out into this area and is used here.
This is New England Wood Pellet, and this is considered to be the Schuyler facility of New England Wood Pellet. This is our third plant. And the reason why we chose basically upstate New York was because there has been a whole lot of pellet shortages over the past 3-4 years. And also we have a great community that's using wood pellets currently, and we also have a great biomass community that has a lot of wood residue, which we use to create our pellets. The biomass is actually considered to be like a wood residue material, so there's a couple different areas that we get it from. First off logging cutoffs, meaning that if a tree has to be sized, a logger will cut off an end of it, and we'll use that to create our wood pellets. Also, we're taking things from like hardened furniture, furniture factories, and also manufacturing, wood manufacturing joints around the Mohawk Valley region that basically will supply us with material to create pellets also. And currently, right now, if you were to go out and decide to use pellet heating inside your home, whether it's a pellet stove or a pellet appliance and so forth, you have the ability to save anywhere from 50 to 60% off of oil and propane. And that's one of the major reasons why one of the things that's increasing right now. There's a couple of great things that happens locally here, and this is one of the things that I'm most proud about for this company doing. First off, we created something like 20 jobs, and those are good paying jobs. And the other one is that you also create a closed loop economy, meaning that the material that we're getting comes from local loggers. We process it here, give a guy a job. That material goes off to an independent retailer, which is then sold to a consumer. And in that closed loop economy, we keep around somewhere $12 million a year, a possibility inside that displaces heating costs, but also reduces heating costs for a local consumer too.
New England Pellet invites you to tour their facility during their open house this May. At the busy intersection at Schuyler's only traffic light, you'll find the busy diner, Dave's Diner. This is a hub of activity and a local favorite for almost 20 years. Their summer cruise-in attracts hundreds of cars, and the line for ice cream extends across the parking lot.
Well, we'll be starting our 20th year. I completed 19 years in 1 month, and we used to run a business next door, and we had a diner years ago when I was a little kid, and we had lost it to a fire back in the 60s. And when we had bought this land, we decided, you know, like, geez, I think a diner would go over well. And that's basically how it started, just sitting around a kitchen table one day, and the town needs a diner. If you talk to the people and you walk around, there's local people, there's, you know, contractors, business people. I mean, after the years, it's just basically been a word of mouth. You know, I know a nice little place, come down there for breakfast, go for fish fry, and if you stand around and look, you'll notice like the waitresses and the people, they all know each other. They develop their own, you know, relationships. You know, they're running their own business. I always tell them inside of my business, because the waitress will know, you know, 50 people, and you know, and then they tell someone else, and snowball effect, and all been good, thank God. So why? Because I love it. You know, I know nothing any different than the diner. It's been 20 years, and hopefully still continue successful, and it's just like a family. You know, I've seen kids, I've had kids, two waitresses have worked for me. I've seen their children grow up. They're in their 20s, you know, 19, 20 years old now, and they waitress for me. So it's amazing, you know, just to watch everyone grow along with you.
When you eat here at Dave's Diner, the food that you are eating is made with all trans fat-free oil, cholesterol-free, salt-free, so it's very heart-oriented. And being that this is Heart Month, Dave has very kindly offered to donate 10% of all of the money he takes in today to the American Heart Association. So come on down here today.
Let's see what we can see. It's time for the Coop